In the state of Washington, the annual assessment requirement can be met by having a student take a standardized achievement test or be evaluated by a certificated person working in the field of education. Our teacher-reviewed assessments satisfy the second assessment option listed in the homeschool law. With this option, the child does not need to take a test. Instead, the home educator, typically the parent, assembles a portfolio showing what the child knows or has worked on in the past school year and submits the portfolio for a teacher to review. We'll talk about what exactly needs to be included in the portfolio in a minute. But first, what kind of student is the best candidate for a non-test assessment? The non-test assessment is a great option for students who have extreme testing anxiety or who are working at different grade levels across different subjects. For example, Susie is an 8th grader working on primarily 8th grade curriculum, but struggles with math and is currently finishing grade 6 level math. If taking an 8th grade standardized achievement test, she would need to test at grade 8 levels for all subjects, including math. A non-test assessment, specifically the freestyle non-test assessment, is the best option for Susie if she lives in Washington State. The non-test assessment may also be a good choice for students with learning disabilities or special needs who would otherwise struggle with taking a test. Parents may choose to go with a non-test assessment for these or a variety of other reasons. To order a non-test assessment, you'll first need to determine which of two forms to order, the freestyle or the checklist. Both forms are designed to help organize and record the evaluation of your child's academic progress. The difference between the two is that the checklist is grade-specific while the freestyle is not. The checklist is ordered by the grade a child has finished and includes a list of skills and topics typically covered in the required subjects for that grade. To complete a checklist form, the skills that the student has covered and learned in the past year are checked off. The freestyle form does not include a list of skills to check off. Instead, it includes blank space for each of the required 11 subjects. In this blank space, the home educator writes up a summary of the skills that the student has covered in the previous school year. The checklist is a good option for a student who has been primarily working at the same grade level for all subjects, whereas the freestyle provides for more flexibility. Along with the checklist or freestyle form, additional material such as samples of a student's work are submitted along with the form. The instructions that come with each assessment will indicate what type of additional material to include in the portfolio. An ideal portfolio will include the filled-out checklist or freestyle form and several additional materials of your choice, such as worksheets, a book log, a writing sample, pictures of projects, and progress reports, among other things. Once the portfolio is assembled, a copy is mailed to Family Learning Organization to be reviewed by a certificated teacher. The original portfolio should be kept by the family. Once the teacher is finished reviewing the portfolio, an evaluation letter is mailed to the family confirming that the student's progress has been evaluated in compliance with the law. This letter should be stored by the family along with the original portfolio. Unlike the standardized tests, non-test assessment forms may be kept as long as needed to complete. It is important to note that simply ordering and filling out one of our non-test assessment forms will not itself meet the Washington State annual testing requirement. The form and the additional materials must be submitted for teacher review in order to comply with the homeschool law. If you have further questions about our non-test assessments, please feel free to reach out to us by email or phone, and we'll be happy to assist you.